Hello there, Rhinohorn125, and today I'm going to be doing just a thing so you're catched up and know what's going on in the Friday the 13th Rise of Jason part 1 through how many we do, which we'll get to that. Alright, so first things first, I'm just going to start out kind of steady and go from there. Alright, first thing, the Jason films were first going to be just a quick video. Actually, if you noticed, it was the most terrible one so far if you've seen the second one. That, because I spent more time videoing myself, because actually, all three of those clips of myself, the one when I'm in the shed, the one when it shows me go out of the shed, and the one when it, has me, like, hear the noise, which the noise I made myself. All three of those, my brother was trying to find his Jason mask. He found it. It was like 10 minutes later, and we did the next scene. So that's why. And I was just wanting to do it so bad, so I just did that, and that's why. I just didn't really stop the camera. I just kept on rolling. Also, another thing, I just got this a little while ago, like 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's a great movie. I'm gonna throw that in the video. Anyway, okay, so then we did that. We made it. Just let you know, the blood was fruit punch, so you can swallow it. You won't die from it unless you choke on it, which is kind of hard to choke on water or a drink. Okay, well anyway, yeah, so we did that. We also have like the hippie guy, since it's like in 1989. Well, I don't know if he's a hippie. There wasn't like hippies then. Just some stupid idiot that was in where he was supposed to be. It was over by the mailbox. I just want to point out another thing. If you noticed, if you've watched the first one, watch it. If you haven't yet, look in the background. And it's my own movie, video, film, whatever. And I'm pointing out my flaws. But in the background, when Jason is hacking the hippie or whatever, I think his name was Robbie, something like that. But it doesn't say his name in it. But if you look in the background, I'm gone. Clint is gone. Reason why is Jason dragged him away, hide him out of the open. That is the background on that. Me and my brother noticed that, and I need to stop talking for 1 minute. It's a lot of talking. Okay, so, alright, now, then we get to the next one. We're ready to do it. It's pretty great. And then we start doing it, and it's really great. We have a lot of plans. We did it on a nice, warm, perfect temperatured weekend. 2 days after it started raining, so we're glad we did it when we did it. I can't remember if it was Christmas break then or not. I don't think so. No, it was not. It was just a normal weekend. I think it was a 3-day weekend, actually. But that doesn't matter. Anyway, we start doing it. I just have 2 scenes of by myself. So I'm sitting on the bench, put on my gloves, get up, go in the shed. Then I go out of the shed, and there's Jason, because he was standing behind me. So as I was in the shed, he was walking towards, slower than ever. And then he gets me. I was talking a lot. So after he grabs me, then he kind of tries pushing me up. I knock his machete out of his hand, push off his mask. His mask comes off, I get scared, run off. And then the cool scene. He goes to swing, I stupidly, as a victim of a killer does stupid things. I do not run in the woods, I run to the neighbors, and I go like that though, and my hand gets chopped off. I do have the hand with me, it is here, but I am not going to show it because you've seen it, got a really good picture of it. But anyway, yeah, so then my hand gets chopped off, I fall on the ground, he stabs me. If you noticed, we had the camera, like, let's say the camera's like there. He stabbed me to where you can see. He actually said we should stab right here, but if I actually did effects and had it show how much the machete went in, it had been in like that much. It just got in like my side, and that's why I lived for so long. Then I think I'm gonna live. He comes over by my head, squeezes my head. If you've seen it, then that's great. I'm just telling you in words how it goes, but it's better in the film. Alright, so enough about that. Okay, so I'll just tell you the characters. Clint, not yet. I'll get to that. Anyway, okay, so part 3 we have not done. I think you can see it's very bright out. That's because it is winter, and we are not going to do the other one till spring, which would be a perfect time to do it. And this is where I need to do really explaining so you understand. So if I just put 3 on without you watching this, you would no idea what's going on. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 go good. Number 3 is time lapse. A while later, he loses his mask, and then he has different stuff on. Then it's time lapse again when we do the 4th. So it's just really long period of time lapse. So yeah, so that one we have not done, so I can't really say much on that. Okay, so I'm just going to tell the characters. Friday the 13th, The Rise of Jason Part 1. Got Clint and Robbie, Jason Voorhees. Friday the 13th, The Rise of Jason Part 2. We got, I think it was Jack or Joe. One second. I have a director's book, which is me. I have the characters' names. No, that is not it. This video is actually shorter than I expected, because it's just about over. It doesn't seem that I have it. Alright, so I discovered. Okay, so now I'm gonna start over on that. Friday the 13th, Rise of Jason Part 2 is Jack and Brian. Brian is the nosy neighbor, comes over, finds Jason's mask, and puts it on his face. And he couldn't think of the guy's name because he's like, he kind of, not obsessed, but his background story a little bit is he knows about Jason, but he, like, one of those, he's supposed to be a really young guy, whatever. So there's Jack and Brian. And, part 3, okay, so part 3, we do not know. Here's what, the other characters I was talking about. My cousin Caitlin, she was in the encounter. I did put that one on. If you've watched it, it's really stupid, just like all the other encounter videos. So it ends at 5 or 4, I forget what it ended. But anyway, yeah, so she could be in the 3rd one, she could be in the 4th one whenever she's over here when we do it. Because we can't just make her come over. But, what the plan is, spoilers. I paused there, and I'm also paused pretty much right now. So you could fast forward if you didn't want any spoilers. That includes my brother if he watches this. But he'll know anyway. So what the plan is if she's in part 3, we're going to do it at night. So whatever one she's in, because we have a plan where it's going to be where me and her are sitting on the front porch, or something like where I have a mask and I scare her, and I go behind the house or whatever, or wherever we do it. And we were thinking about doing it in another house, which is the neighbors, somewhere around there. And so I go back there to go pee. I don't come back for a while. She go back there and find me, or something like he kills me, and then later on she gets killed. In that one, Jason does not have a pitchfork. In the picture, if you see it on my Instagram, he does have a pitchfork. He will not be using a pitchfork, because if it was going to be using a pitchfork, I would have made that one the first one, and it would have been like in the 70s or something. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And part 4, the part 7 Jason mask, if you know all the part Jasons, like my brother has them all recognized in his head. I have a few recognized, as well as part 7, because it's a really obvious, cool version. You can see his backbone on his back. and it's really cool. So that mask, and he got the latex mask. If you've seen it in part 2, if you haven't seen part 2, it's probably going to be below, I'm guessing. I might put a link, but I might not. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I don't know who the characters are going to be for part 3 or 4. Definitely 4. I can make a name for myself in part 3, and put it in the comments. What do you think my name should be for part 3? I'm going to end with that so you remember. So, repeat, what do you think my name should be for for Friday the 13th, part 3, Jason film. So, what do you think it should be? Put it in the comments below. That includes my brother. But I'm mostly looking for you guys to put it, because I can get the answer from him, you know, talking to him, but I just want to see what you guys can think of. Alright, so, thanks for watching, and like, comment, and subscribe.